All right. Good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back on this lovely Tuesday. Big day today. A lot of stuff going on. We got traders talk. We got Tom Sosnoff. We got open house. We got trading going on. We got a good little bounce on FCell. We also got great news from Tesla. They finally welcomed them to the S&P 500. So a lot of good stuff going down. And then top it off, we do have a down market. We're down about 260 points. So good to see you all, Jose, Dennis, Grant, Phil, everybody. Brian, cyber traders, everybody here on YouTube and Facebook Live, welcome. So we got a packed day today. Today is hump day. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are usually the best days to trade. Fortunately, not that much going on this morning, though. My list is not the greatest, but we are doing pretty decent on some swing trades. And FCell has obviously been one of them. You could see over here on the long-term chart, about a couple of days, stock was $2. Stock is already up about 100%. We'll talk a little bit about that. We'll also talk a little bit about what's going on with the drug stocks. We'll also talk about what's going on with CVS and Walgreens and all these other. I mean, they're getting. I don't know what happened, but they're not doing too well. They're really not doing too well. So we're going to check those out too in a little bit. But before we do that, everybody, let's go over and just talk about what happened yesterday. A couple of stocks had some decent moves. Want to touch upon that, and then we'll go right into it. First of all, we had the Uber trade. So Uber has been doing phenomenal lately. You could see here that it's just been on a great tear. Stock finally broke out of its shell. Stock also, if you notice here, has a very, very broke all-time highs on the stock. So that is something that is very, very good for Uber. But, so on a swing trade, Uber and Lyft obviously had finally broke out of its shell. It all came out regarding about the news. A lot had to do with what happened in California on that section. Was it section 230 or something like that they passed? I guess they rejected the hell out of it. And look, the stock did great because of it. Finally, Uber's been dealing with a lot of headaches for a long time. The same thing with Lyft. And I know we love our Uber drivers and our Lyft drivers. And I mean, have been the best thing since sliced bread after getting rid of taxi cabs. I mean, I feel bad. The New York City taxi cabs are getting crushed, literally getting hammered. But you know what? Technology is what does it. So entrepreneurship is what does it when it comes to Uber. So a couple other things I do want to touch upon. CBAT. CBAT also, stock has been a great runner-up for us. Stock last couple of days, it picked up from Friday till yesterday and it started back off right now. But $4 stock went to about 11. You could have bought it in the morning, chased it, did pretty well. That one did pretty well. WWR also yesterday was a really, really nice mover, but she wasn't an overnighter, okay? But really, really nice pop there, $4 to about 620. That one did well. LI also did great too. A lot of profit taking going on in the last day or so, but she did make a little bit of recovery. And you know what? She's going back on the watch list. All right. So what's going on this morning? So there were a couple of good stocks that look pretty decent that moved. I want to start off with FCell. So FCell, you got to be careful. It's got nasty shakes. It really does. I have to be honest with you. I traded it several times yesterday. I actually lost money on FCell, but because I did a swing trade on it, because I liked it, I said, you know what? Let me just hold on to it. What really, what I like about FCell, I want to point this out, is that if you go back, let's go back weekly. Okay, so FCell was a $300 stock, but that's not what I'm really concerned about. What I'm looking at is this. I can't really go back that much in this one. Yeah, so FCell is kind of filling in. You can't see it right here, but it's filling in a gap fill, and the gap fill that's where it's at right now. I probably got a better chart. Let me use a different platform. This one's better. All right. See right here? It's a gap fill. Okay. So it looks like it's filling a gap fill right here. So it looks like 450 right around there is pretty much where it is. There's a big gap fill right there, which really made me really attractive about the stock. So that's why I'm kind of looking at it from yesterday to today. It got a little nasty this morning, but she had a nice little pop. She went up to about 445. I jumped in around 8 o'clock. I got shaken out. I bought it back again in pre-market. So I'm day trading. I'm swing trading at the same time. I don't mix my day tradings with my swing trading. But anyway, that one's doing pretty decent. And that is going on the A list. Remember, we got 2 lists, the A list and the B list. I might start a C list. Okay. But if we don't have too many stocks, then I will start a C list. But anyway, FCell looks pretty good. Let's go start off with the B list. CTIB, another stock right there, up 37%. But if you look over the intraday pre-market, she's kind of flat. LODE. But the reason why I bring up these stocks is because sometimes they really just come out of nowhere. LODE, stocks up 9%, 800,000 shares. She's kind of holding there pretty strong. It's just something I found. And I'm going to put all these other stocks on the B list. CVS, I mean, these things are getting destroyed. I mean, when you look at the long-term chart right there, 55 to 73, the thing just took off, literally. So I'm not really, feel bad for the stock that is down literally about, $7. But, stock had a hell of a run. What else we had? WBA, Walgreens, another one. Not as nice as CVS, but that one took a little bit of a nice little hit there also. But you could see it. Stock had a really nice run the last couple of, had a really nice run there, just like CVS did. Now, you know what's a shame? Like, I really like this company. I guess maybe because they advertise so much on TV, but good RX Holdings. Wow, that thing went public and it just tanked. Really. I mean, I guess they finally came out with their earnings. Third quarter earnings. I mean, that's what it looks like to me, but that stock just got hammered, got crushed right there, down 18%. They have great commercials, but I guess that doesn't always work out, right? Expensive investment. Let's go hop out on the A list. Let's say, so a lot of you guys trade this stock this morning and you did really, really well. So this stock, obviously right now, remember, we only need one, but this stock, a lot of you made a lot of money on the stock this morning. And if you hear around 8:30, you got in right around, $1.90. You could have bought several thousand shares of the stock, depending on how advanced you are. Great spread, unbelievable volume, 16 million shares. Look at all those iceberg orders on the right on the level 3. So I know this stock, you obviously guys are killing it right now. I know a lot of you in it right now. You did pretty well. You got in, you got out. Who made money on it? Donnie made 11 cents. Good for you. Norman made 6 cents. Martiz made 19 cents. I mean, I'm just looking how much just within the first 3-4 minutes in the chat that you guys did great. So good for you guys. Actually, let me share it with YouTube because most people here probably think I'm making up stories here. But let me bring this up here. Yeah, right here. You can see the chat right here. For everyone on YouTube that doesn't believe me, sometimes I got to kind of share it. But you can see it right here. All these people just literally 6 cents, 19 cents. Donnie made 12 cents. Okay. Jose made 6 cents. Everybody did pretty well on that LX, the LXRX. Okay. So another couple of stocks on the watch list. BCLI. Another one. I want to keep a close eye on this. Stock got crushed. Stock was, look at this. The stock was $12. It opens up at $4. Now, why is the stock got crushed? Very simple. Pharmaceutical stocks. Cyber traders, remember what we always say. They don't come back. So be very, very careful of looking at these stocks trying to get a dead cat bounce, especially only specifically on pharmaceutical stocks. But this stock got hammered. But I'm going to put it on the watch list. All right. So we got Plug on the watch list. That one also could be a nice short. We did really well with Plug from 14 to 25. Stock obviously now took a little bit of a hit overnight, starting to trend down. Listen, stock had a big run. Don't think you're going to say, oh, maybe it's a good buy. For the stock to have a good buy, it's got to hold you for a long time and start trending up. But from the looks of it, it doesn't look like it's doing that. And then obviously the FCell, which obviously is doing these nasty, nasty, nasty shakes. Stock now starting to go back to its high of 440. So did a little bit of shake around 8:30 to 9, and now it's starting from 9 going up to 440. Now it's looking pretty decent. So that one's doing pretty well. I kind of like the FCell. I'm just warning you guys. It is not. You could trade a lot of shares of the stock, and if you're going to do a lot of shares of it, you better get out. Do not hold this stock for shakes. This stock is nasty. Look at it. The stock literally just started at 8.30, went from 4.40 all the way down to $4. That's almost a 40-cent drop on 1,000 shares. It's a $4,000 investment. $400. That's a lot. That's almost $100,000 a year. Okay. So, I know we had a great class yesterday. Josh basically started a whole new cycle, getting back from the beginning, and we talked about it. But it's very important that you guys understand that different stocks have different levels with different risk. And just because you trade more, you always find out that if you're going to trade more, that's called gambling. Okay, you're gambling, and we're all going to make that mistake. And the most important part about that mistake, you got to learn from that mistake. All right. So don't get cocky. Don't get greedy. Don't think just because they're inexpensive that you can't buy, trade more shares of it. You could see it clear as day. Listen, I got shaken out a few times. I'm trading several thousand. Sometimes I'm trading 5,000, 10,000 shares of it myself. And, every penny is $100. Stock drops 10 cents. I could lose $1,000 like that. You know what I mean? So just because it's cheap doesn't mean you could trade a lot of shares of it. You treat this like you treat every other stock. All right. It goes by category and then by levels. All right. So, yes, Daniel, I'm going to send out, basically everyone. Here's my email. Okay. I'm going to put in the chat room, which you pretty much all have it. So everybody, there's my email. Send me, if you want me to ask a question to Tom regarding about an options question or anything, please email me. Take that email. If you have a question, you want to ask him, because the only way to ask him is there's going to be probably about 5 or 6 of his staff in there, and they're going to try to answer questions as he's talking. But I like to ask him questions, and I like to go through them and see what you guys come up with. So there's my email, and if you're on YouTube, here's my email also. And by the way, right after that, I'm going to do my own. I'm going to be doing a presentation also regarding about how I kind of use my options towards day trading, or how you use day trading towards an option trade. So you don't want to miss that too. All right, guys. So listen, good luck, happy trading, be safe. We'll see you back here at 11 o'clock. We got Traders Talk today with Josh, and then also we got 2:30 afternoon meeting. Then we got Tom at 4:15, and then you got me at 5:15. So it's going to be a real packed day. Let's get into it. The busiest and best time of the year to trade is now. Let's not make that mistake and let it go by, because once Christmas comes around, things are going to start slowing down. So let's try to make our money now so we can go buy some nice Christmas presents for all of us. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe.